It's Tuesday, the 18th of June 2019. I'm going to give you a technical analysis report of some UK and US stocks. Let's get straight into it. Hi guys, it's Annie aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Noctrader on all social media platforms. And if you check the description section below, you'll see a link to my mailing list. If you join my mailing list, you get priority access to my free training course I'm creating for new traders. And you also get weekly emails of the latest video straight into your inbox. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so today has been a great day. It's been a really green day for the stock markets. As you can see over here on FinViz, all of the major indices are all showing green days. Why is that? Because Trump and President Xi decided to actually stop ignoring each other and get some positive. There's been some positive signs of move towards a trade agreement. They've been having talks at the G20 summit, and that's been enough to see the markets rally. So that's good that they've actually decided to sit around the table and actually hash out some talks for the about a trade agreement, because it was affecting both of their economies and the world economy in general. So that is kind of the reason behind the real spike today in the markets. So I'm going to go through 2 UK stocks and 4 US stocks, starting with AAL. Now, AAL is not so much a technical analysis as it is just me a recap on the previous technical analysis that I did before. So if you look at if you harken back to the June the 9th technical analysis report, I actually identified AAL as a long position, and I said, because it was ascending channel pattern, old resistance became new support, it double bottomed, and 180-day simple moving average was going up, and it also double bottomed on this line, and it was all telling me it was a bullish sign. I should have entered it, I didn't. I thought there was other better positions elsewhere, but this one would have really given me a lot of profit in a short space of time, which is what I like. So I'm kind of kicking myself on that, but you know, these things happen. And it's still been going up, it's still been climbing. I think it's going to find its way all the way to the resistance line, but I don't like to enter trades late. So could have made a good 200 pips in 11 days, which is not bad at all. Yeah, but I just thought I'd recap on that one. The next one is ABF. So ABF is one I covered quite a while back actually, and it was a descending channel pattern. It broke out and then it started climbing. Now it seems to have started consolidating and making a kind of expanding wedge. And this could be, let's go down to a short time frame. Actually, let me go back to the daily time frame first. So it's making a expanding wedge. But the MACD and RSI kind of, it's going downwards, but it's kind of not really deciding what it wants to do. I think it's still going to break out to the upside some more. What I think is going to happen is that when this 180-day simple moving average meets price, it will have a bullish move, but I don't want to assume that. So what I'm doing is that if I go down to the 4-hour chart, if you watch my video on expanding wedges, you should know how to play this chart. So what I'm waiting for now is for price to ricochet, go to the middle and sell off, or hit the resistance, go to the middle and climb. So it just needs to, I need to wait and see a obvious sign as to whether it's a bullish move or a bearish move. I'm more inclined to say it's a bullish move just because of the way the MACD and RSI are kind of shaped on the daily chart and just from previous experience, but don't want to assume. And plus, on this 4-hour chart, the 180-day simple moving average is above price, so you never know if this might be an omen to the fact that price might be selling off. If you check my other video, you'll see how I trade expanding wedges. And this is kind of a similar move to what I showed in the AMD. Actually, let me show you AMD. I'm not doing a technical analysis of it, but I'm going to just kind of show you what I meant when I said. So AMD is expanding, and then it came to the middle, and then climbed. And then once it came to the middle and then go all the way back down to the resistance line, I knew it was a bullish move. So that's what I'm kind of looking for ABF. I just want a decisive move one way or the other where it comes to the middle and then changes direction. Next one is ADNT. This is one I'm in. This is the position I'm currently in. It's finally started climbing. I thought I was in a red position for quite some time, and it's finally kind of given me some bullish signs. I think I have to attribute that to the positive shoots caused by the trade talks between the Chinese and American president. But I still think this is going to climb all the way to the top. On the daily chart, as you can see here, I'm really just waiting for price to break out of this 180-day simple moving average in some sort of concerted effort. It's lingering above it, but I just need it to break out of it. Once it breaks out of it, I think it's smooth sailing all the way to the resistance line. And that'll be a lot of profit. That'll be a nice amount of profit. My only issue is that I actually drew a line on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, what I've identified is that there's this kind of invisible resistance that this needs to break out of. But I believe it will do it. The 180-day simple moving average is underneath it, and it looks like it's curving up. And even though it's kind of been rejected at this resistance line before, I believe it's just been lingering. But once it breaks out, once I said smooth sailing all the way up. So I'm just waiting on that. Hopefully it'll break out before the end of this week, and then we can just see it start shooting up. Because look at this, look at the move that it made the first time round. It climbed like 900 pips in 12 days. There's no reason why it can't do the same here. Go quite a lot in a short space of time. Give me 800 pips, something like that, in 12 days. That'll be a nice little bit of profit. Next one is Zagg, Z-A-G-G. This is another position I'm in. There's nothing really much to report on. If you see my technical analysis report video from yesterday, I go into a little bit more detail in it, but I can just recap it again. On the weekly chart, price is at a previous support. This support has never been breached, which is a good sign. Drew these on before, but anyway, yeah. So this support has never been breached, which is a good sign. And the RSI and MACD oversold and look like they're curving up. So this is all telling me bullish signals. On the daily chart, it's a descending wedge pattern. Once again, if you look at my chart pattern series videos, it shows you how to trade these patterns. Once you watch those videos, you'll start seeing these patterns everywhere, and you'll be more confident in how to trade some of these patterns when you see them present themselves. Because I've seen this happen before several times, I feel like I'm confident in saying that this is going to climb up now. It's ricocheted off the support and resistance several times. It's now at the support, and this support is a point of confluence. It's double bottomed. It's a key support on a weekly chart. It's a support in the descending wedge. Even though the 180-day simple moving average is curving down, it's showing signs of retracements even if it's going down. So it could be going down in the long run, but this, still feel that this price is going to come all the way back up to this resistance line. Whether it breaks through or not, that's not for me to guess, but I think it will come back to this line at least. So I'm just waiting for it to carry on making this bullish movement. It's already started a little bit, but it will probably take most of the rest of this the next couple of weeks, because the price doesn't move very fast on this stock. Look at this, it took 2 months to go 300 pips. So for all I know, this could be a month movement, but patience is a virtue. If I'm pretty confident of this, it's better to pick this than one that I'm less confident about. So those are the two main positions I'm in right now. I'll keep you updated on how they go. Tesla. My technical analysis report video. I don't know whether it was yesterday's one, which was June what's the date yesterday? I can't remember. June the 17th. I don't know if it was yesterday or the 16th. It was the 17th or the 16th. I'll put it on the screen, but I'm not sure which one it was. But I said Tesla was going to climb up and then test this old resistance, and that's exactly what it did. Tested it made a little bed here on the 15-day exponential moving average, and then it tested the old resistance, and now it's been rejected. It might break out of it, I do not know, but this would have been a nice little move for anyone who saw my technical analysis report, where I said when it was around here and I said, okay, it's going to climb to the resistance and test it, and that's exactly what it did. So anyone that traded that would have made a decent amount. What would they have made? 2,000 pips, not too bad. And the very last one is WTI. WTI, covered this again in a previous video. I'm just going to kind of recap on it again. Once again, this is a old support on the daily chart. It's hit there. It broke out of it here, but I'm just going to ignore that. It's hit here once, twice, thrice, 4 times. Double bottomed here, which is another sign that it's going to climb. So there's 2 bullish signals that I'm seeing. A support, a double bottom, and the MACD and RSI all kind of curving up. So everything's telling me that it's gonna make a little bit of a bullish move. I believe that the move that's gonna make is gonna be to this old. Can you see these 2 parallel blue lines? They've been key points all the way through. I believe that this bullish move is gonna at least come to this blue line. So this is there's a lot of profit to be made from here. You can go all the way to here for about 144 pips, and you'd be risking about 50 pips. So that's 3-to-1 ratio. Not too bad. I'll risk 3 to make 1. So it looks pretty good. So anyway, that's me, aka the Noctrader, signing out.